Is many in dragon? Is a constellation bigger than the house, than the state? My son leans into my answer like a hard turn. I describe the lion's size, measure the bear's back, and he is excited that there's a dragon too. It curls around the sky, waiting where he will piece together its scales. He draws lines and dots, alive in his mind, pacing the sky, sure as I'm sitting by his side. There's the brother in search of his sister, taken by the gods, and the fragments of the dragon that he killed, the teepee planted so that armies rose to help him build Thebes. I tell my son of home, the running slave, the Mississippi with white ash and clay. The dragon was killed guarding the water from the spring. His body of venom, the spots on his back glitter around us even now, like men born armed, upset from the ground. Song for fever. Your new word today is hot, for dishwasher steam, for fire on the TV, exploding in South St. Louis, live, helicopters hovering and no one knowing why or what is burning. Mid-morning you stand and cry, Motrin in its 5th hour and your truck not turning right and your pen not turning right. You tuck your forehead under my chin so that your lashes open into the hollow of my throat with my voice and pulses. Your breath's rapid under my hands. I hold you and promise you will feel better, and I drop medicine like neon into your mouth and give juice from cups plastic with puppies until you sleep fitful as a leaf or decide to run again, despite fever, despite the ozone alert, trying the doorknob and saying, I go. You stop just once to call Rose the sun. And this is the poem that, if you get the Best New Poets Anthology, Thebes Courthouse. We beg our heart not to rise up to testify against us, to tell no lies in the presence of God. We sit under the elm, holding court near these unhewn sandstone walls covered with plaster from native lime and hair. True or not, the murdered body to the river, Lincoln on the circuit, Dred Scott in this jail. The sign reads, he was a fugitive slave, for whom the judge's decision was made establishing a Negro's right to his own person. In Little Egypt, a dark-eyed girl waits. She looks for the city of 100 gates, dynamite and gun cotton, poplar cut for the guns of keelboats. An earthquake moved the Ohio to its present bed and sent the Mississippi on its sharp bend here. Those who know say it's just a matter of time. The dungeon was turned into a coal and wood bin. You weigh our heart in your hands. Little is soft here, but the newly born. Saint Genevieve, Santa Genevieve, misery. Mulatto slave Marie Louise has a baby by Anton Jimmy. He lives with her like she's his wife, despite the priest, his family, a criminal affair. The newborn cries, pulling in air for the first time, eyes tightly shut against the light, the soft spot on its crown pulsing like a thunderhead. The earth utters of lead and buckskin, wheat and lime, and salt is offered in exchange, boiled from where the saline meets the Mississippi. The river floods and then subsides, so that the fields are full of the silt she leaves behind. Saint Genevieve, Santa Genevieve, misery. With the magnificence of kings, the Spanish Galat La Vigilante comes to Illinois country with cannon and guns, governor and commandant. They talk of the Red Scare and salt 15 mil a day. Marie Louise has a second child by Anton Jimmy. He plans to buy her, so the tall St. Jean Beauvais rents her away. Jenny follows. The governors say no, according to the royal decree. The home of St. Jean Beauvais is whitewashed, poteau and terre, cedar set in the ground. Little is soft here, but the newly born. You will strive to stop the emancipation of this slave. The river floods the grand fields, and buckskins protect through underbrush to the lead mines. Jenny has the money to set Marie Louise free. The children stain their tongues with raspberries. The river bears blue cotton shipped up from New Orleans. They cut the cloth into form with seams, skirts like sky, the summer kind, when thunderheads seethe. The family bears in mind the shame of their ruined good name. Little is soft here at the newly born. Saint Genevieve, Santa Genevieve, misery. Marie Louise petitions to be free.